Welcome to this second episode of using forScore and Choir Genius. This episode deals with soundtracks, such a handy tool for learning a new piece. As you did with finding the sheet music, your first step is to go to the right page on Choir Genius and locate the soundtrack that you want to download. All of the files are listed there, and each one has an arrow on the left-hand side, and that's for playing the file. On the right-hand side, there's a download button, which is what you click if you want to download the file. When you click that button, up will come a little dialog box that says, "Do you want to download this file?" Click on the download, and the file will begin to download into your iPad. You'll see up at the top right of the menu bar that there's a little download indicator happening to show you that the file is downloading. Next, open forScore. Open the score that you want to attach the sound file to. If there's no bar at the top, tap somewhere towards the top of the screen and a menu bar will appear. At the top left of the menu bar, you'll see a note that's there. Tap on that little note and down will drop another menu. This menu is a very important one. It allows you to search and find and categorize all of the scores that you have in the system. But for the moment, what we're going to do is click on the import button, and that will ask you what file you want to import. It'll take you to the same navigation screen that you had when you were importing a score. It will allow you to search through files, through downloads, your Dropbox or iCloud files, and locate the sound file that you want to import. Once you're there, click on the name of the sound file and just tap on it, and the file will be imported into forScore. Now you want to open the score to which you want to attach the soundtrack. Make sure the menu bar is showing up at the top of the screen. If you need to, remember just tap at the top middle of the screen and the menu bar will appear. You now want to tap right into the title bar. Just tap on the name of the file that you have open and a new menu will drop down. This menu lets you do all kinds of interesting things regarding the information about your score. We'll come back to that in another episode which deals with the metadata. For the moment, what we're going to do is to go to the middle bar in the middle of that menu where it says Layout, Set Lists, Audio, MIDI and Libraries. Tap on the Audio button. Down in the bottom right corner, you'll see two little symbols. One's a single quaver inside like a page with a plus sign on it. The other is a circle with two quavers and a plus sign. Tap on the single quaver in the page with the turned over corner. That'll show you a list of all of the audio files that forScore has. So locate the file that you downloaded and simply tap on it. You'll see in the dark bit at the bottom of that menu screen, the lower half, the file that you've tapped on has suddenly appeared there. Tap anywhere on the screen outside that menu area and the menu will disappear. Now, how do you know that that score has a soundtrack attached to it? Let's find out. Tap anywhere in the middle of your screen and up will pop a sound bar with sound controls at the bottom of the screen. Use your finger to slide the slider to wherever you want to be in the soundtrack and click the play button to play. As you're following along, turn the pages by tapping on the right-hand side of your screen. Sometimes you want to add more than one soundtrack. Sometimes we have available to us tracks for SATB or just our own voice part, or the full orchestra with no voice. So it's handy to have both of those that you can toggle between or listen to the one that suits you best when you're learning. When you're learning something with a soundtrack attached, it's so convenient to record the page turns so that they turn automatically. Click this little button with the right pointing arrow. Up will pop a dialog box that'll say, right, we're going to begin recording your page turns now. Just listen to the soundtrack, watch the score, and turn the pages when it's appropriate for you. Those turns will be recorded, and next time you listen to the score, the pages will turn as though by magic. Once you've recorded those page turns, they show up as little grey marks along the sound progress bar. There's also a handy time indicator. As you play the track, you can see exactly where you are. Once you've recorded those page turns, you can edit them and really fine-tune them so they turn exactly where you want them to. Click on the three little dots down at the bottom right-hand corner of your screen, and up will come an option to edit the track turns or to edit the loops. Let's edit the turns, and let's edit page 3's turn and make it turn just 5/10 of a second a little sooner. You'll notice that track turn button is bright. It's highlighted. If you don't want automatic page turns to happen, then just tap that button and it'll go dull and the page turns won't be automatic. It's very easy and handy to set up small loops to go over and over some of the difficult bits. On the sound control bar, tap on the loops indicator to highlight it. That'll bring up and show you the start and stop indicators for where you want a loop to be. Drag them along the soundtrack until you've found exactly where you want to be, and then press play, and it'll loop between those 2 points until you tell it to stop. Being able to slow down the tempo of a piece that you're learning is so handy for learning the notes and for learning the language. Being able to combine that with a loop makes learning of some of the difficult bits so much easier. Tap the icon that looks a little bit like a sun or a light, and up will pop a menu that allows you to adjust the tempo or the pitch. You can do this either while you're playing or while it's not playing. I hope you've enjoyed this video and got something out of it. For our next video, I'll look at annotating and navigating around a score.